In this video, I'm going to walk you through Emergent, step by step, and show you exactly how this AI platform works from start to finish. Emergent is an AI native development environment that uses multiple agents to build, test, and deploy full-stack web and mobile applications from simple text prompts. It belongs to the agent-based development category, which means the system automates the entire software development cycle for you. Right now, I am on the main dashboard. This input box is where you will write your prompt to describe the app you want to build. Before we actually build anything, let's look around the interface so you understand what all the options do. On the left side of the prompt box, you have the option to attach files and images. That means if you already have assets, like a logo for your project, you can upload them here and use them in the app Emergent builds. Next to that, you will see the GitHub integration. I am already connected. To link your GitHub account, simply click the icon, sign in, and authorize access. After that, you can search for repositories and push your generated code directly to GitHub, which is really convenient. Now, look at the model selector. Here you can choose which AI engine you want Emergent to use for your project. There is Claude 4.5 Sonnet with a 1 million token context window for paid users, the standard Claude 4.5 Sonnet with 200,000 token context, GPT-5, and older Claude 4.0. For this video, I will stay with Claude 4.5 Sonnet, the default option. To the right, there is a public toggle. If it is turned on, your app will be visible to others. If you want to work privately, turn it off. Next to that are advanced controls. Click on it to open it. Here you can enable MCP tools like memory for long-term context, and you can connect external services like Notion or Supabase. You can even add your own custom MCP server if you want deeper customization. There is also a voice input option, so instead of typing your prompt, you can record your request and Emergent will build your app from your audio. Under the prompt box, Emergent provides example prompts you can click to generate different templates. For example, CloneX creates a Twitter-style interface and Habit Tracker gives you a more advanced layout to study or modify. If you scroll down, you will see your recent projects. You can rename them by clicking the three dots or delete them from the same menu. Now that you understand the interface, we will create a new app. I want to build a simple project management tool. I already prepared my prompt, so I will paste it in. I'm asking Emergent to create a project management web app with login, projects, deadlines, priorities, with to-do, in progress, drag and drop tasks, team assignment, comments, a dashboard showing upcoming and overdue tasks, clean UI, fast navigation, mobile-friendly layout, user profiles, full code, database schema, and setup instructions. Once your prompt is ready, click the arrow or press enter. Emergent will now begin generating the project. This process usually takes a few minutes, so be patient. Before the build starts, Emergent may ask you follow-up questions to customize your app. For example, it asked how users should log in, offering email, Google Login, or a JWT-based system. You can type your answer by choosing the option number or click the auto-answer button to let Emergent decide for you. It also asked about the design style, and in this case, it selected a modern and minimal clean UI. Now we wait while Emergent builds the app. So, as you can see, Emergent has now finished generating my application. In this example, the AI created an app called Task Flow Manage Projects with Ease. It even generated a simple login system where I can sign in using my email and password. So I'm going to quickly sign in, and now you can see we are inside the main dashboard. Once logged in, we're taken to the main dashboard. At the top, you can see Dashboard and Projects tab. There's also an overview section that summarizes your activity like total tasks, completed tasks, overdue tasks, or upcoming tasks. The layout looks simple at first, but we can easily customize it. Let's create our first project. In the top menu, click on the Project tab. Here we can create our project. First, we need to name our project, so for example, create video. Then you can type short description of it. After clicking Create Project, Emergent adds the project to the list, and we can now see a board divided into three main columns: To Do, In Progress, and Done. Let's create our first task by clicking New Task. I'll name the task Thumbnail since I need to make a thumbnail for my upcoming video. In the description box, I can include specific instructions like what kind of design I want or what text should appear on the thumbnail. Next, we have the priority option, where I can choose how important this task is. For example, if it's urgent, I'll select high priority. Next to that, there's an Assign to field, which allows me to assign this task to a specific user or team member. This is great if you're working in a team environment and want to distribute responsibilities. Then there's a deadline section where I can set the due date for the task. You can either type the date manually or simply pick it from the built-in calendar, which makes scheduling much easier. Once everything looks good, click Create Task. The new task now appears immediately under the To-Do column, showing its title, priority, assignee, and creation date. You can click on the task at any time to edit the details, update its progress, or move it between columns as work advances. When I return to the main dashboard, you'll notice that the total tasks number has updated to 1. And under upcoming tasks, our new thumbnail task is listed. This gives you a nice overview of your workload and deadlines right on the homepage. Now, let's make some design changes. Right now, my background is plain white, which looks a bit boring. So I'm going to ask Emergent to change the background style to something more colorful, for example, a galaxy theme. Once I enter that request, Emergent processes it and updates the design automatically. Within a few seconds, the app refreshes with a beautiful galaxy color gradient, making it more visually appealing. That's one of the great things about Emergent. You don't need to manually code. You just describe what you want, and it handles everything for you. Now, once your app is ready, the next step is deployment. After Emergent finishes building, you'll see 2 main buttons appear on screen: Preview and Run to Deploy website. You can use Preview to open a live version of your app in a new tab and test it before launching. If everything works correctly, you can click Deploy to make it live. Keep in mind that deployment costs around 50 credits per month, so make sure you have enough credits in your account before publishing. When you click Deploy, Emergent also gives you an option to run a health check first. This runs an automated code review to catch any issues that might block deployment. Once everything passes, you can confirm deployment. After deployment, you can close the preview by clicking the X in the top right corner. Right next to that, you'll notice a code button. This is a really powerful feature. When you click on it, Emergent will generate a VS Code link and also show you a password to access your code securely. You can click Open in Browser, paste the password, and Emergent will launch your app's source code directly in an online version of Visual Studio Code. Inside, you can browse all the files that make up your project. On the left side, you'll see folders like Frontend, Backend, Tests, and Database Configurations. You can open each file, read the generated code, and even make your own edits. And that's it. You've just seen how Emergent can take a simple text prompt and turn it into a fully functional web app with a backend, front-end, and even deployment setup. It's a complete AI-driven workflow that lets you move from idea to execution in just minutes. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more detailed tutorials and guides like this one.